verse 6. Let this be a sign among you, so that when your children ask, saying, what do these stones mean to you? Then you shall say to them, because the waters of the Jordan were cut off from the ark of the covenant of the Lord, when it crossed the Jordan, the waters of the Jordan were cut off. So these stones shall become a memorial to the sons of Israel. Our subject for today is, after the wilderness, remember, God's been good to you. After the Jordan, remember, God's been good to you. Here's what happens. 1,000,000 strong, they cross over. And here's what God tells Joshua. You have another divine speech where God is speaking directly to Joshua, and Joshua is about to speak to the people. And as God speaks to Joshua, he says, get 12 men from the tribes of Israel. This represented the entire tribe, one from each tribe, okay? Get for yourself stones, okay? So they're picking up these stones, and he says, here's what you're going to do. You're going to build these stones up into a memorial, to where anytime people come to this side of the Jordan, they're going to look at these stones and remember how I kept you. Remember how I brought you through the Jordan. Remember that I've been good to you. These are what we call stones of remembrance. Everybody say stones of remembrance. Stones of remembrance, y'all. Y'all, let me tell you something. It is perfectly okay for you to have things in your life to help you remember how good God has been to you. I'm going to show y'all a few pictures for a second. I'm going to show y'all a few pictures. The beauty of our environment and where we are right now is God allows us to memorialize things through pictures. And I have these special pictures that I have on my computer. And every time I look at them, sometimes I have them on Facebook. I have them in my phone. Y'all know how Facebook, when you have some special moment, it'll pop up and say, this is what you were doing 5 years ago, okay? And you'll look at it and say, wow, look at what I was doing during this time. And also on Google Photos, it does the same thing. Pull up that first picture, y'all. Sometimes I go through and I have these pictures. This is a picture of me when I was probably around 15 years old. And when I look at this picture, I look at a boy that was lost. I look at a boy who didn't know Jesus. I look at a boy who wanted to be accepted by others. A boy who wanted to fit in. If I could be a part of the weed smoking crew, I would go be a part of them. The gangsters, I'd go be a part of them. If I could be a part of the preppy crew, okay, I'll go wear preppy clothes. A person who had no identity. And you know what it brings me to? Thank God for saving my life. Thank God for bringing me to a place to say, God, you've been so good to me. It brings me to a place of saying, God, you've been faithful to me. Go to the next one. Pull up a picture of my first grandson, Jeremiah. He was at my house a couple weeks ago, and he was in the garden just playing around. Now, I didn't know I was going to have a grandson at this time, but for some reason, 3 years ago, God decided to bless me with a daughter, and God decided to bless me with a grandson shortly afterwards. And it was just like, wow, I never had any daughters, and God was just like, hold off, I got something special planned, and you're going to see. And it came with a package of this beautiful young man, Jeremiah. And I look at Jeremiah, and sometimes just like, I don't know what position my daughter is in to raise this son. Is he healthy? Is he going to be okay? And you know what? Every time we're around, he's healthy. He's strong. He's running around. He's the boss man, handling his business. And you know what? When I see that picture, it helps me to remember God has been good to me.